So guys, today we are going to discuss about the SDLC life cycle. Before going to that, first we need to learn what is a software. What is a software? Software is a collection of programs. Software is a collection of programs. And if you want to develop a software for the customer, we need to follow SDLC process. Means for developing a software, we need to follow this SDLC process. Means software development lifecycle process. So what is a program? Program means set of instructions. Means the procedure which we have to follow to develop an software. So what is a software testing? Software testing is the process of finding the errors in the developed process through manually or automation, and checks the developed application is according to the customer requirement or not. Means for suppose if there is an developed application, we checking that in that we have to check is there any errors. That is called as software testing. Means why we will test whether to check the customer requirements, it is fulfilling the customer requirement or not. So now we will discuss about the software development life cycle. So it is a step-by-step procedure to develop a software. As we have learned before, what is a software? It is a collection of programs. So in that SDLC process, we have different phases. So we will see that phases. First one is requirement collection, second one feasibility study, third one design, fourth one coding, and fifth one is testing. Next, seventh installation, and last is maintenance. So guys, this is the software development life cycle SDLC. Here we can see the requirement collection, feasibility study, design, coding, testing, installation, and the maintenance. So first we'll discuss about the requirement collection. So what we'll be doing in this phase? In this phase, the business analyst will collect the information from the customer, or we can say client. From the customer or client, it will collect the requirement. Who will collect? Business analyst will collect. Done with this first phase. So next phase, feasibility studies. In these feasibility studies, here whatever requirements we have taken, based on that, a set of people will sit together and analysis, and they will do analyze whether we have to do this. We will able to do this, develop this application or not. They will discuss whether we can do or not. In this phase, HRs, managers, development, and many more people will sit and discuss about this. Done with the second phase, and with the third phase, it is nothing but a blueprint of an application. Here design means how the application should look. That all process will done here. Means developing the application web app architecture. Means rough sketch, blueprint we can say like. In this we have high level designs and low level designs. In this high level designs we have modules, and in the low level designs we have components. So next phase is coding. Coding, as we know coding, what is coding? Based on this design which it is designed in the previous phase, based on that design, developers will start writing that code by using particular programming language, and that programming language can be Java, Python, or maybe any languages, or C, C++. By using any languages, we can develop we can write the coding and code the application in whichever language we are comfortable. So this phase is done by these developers. Coding is written by the developers. So next phase is testing. Once the coding is completed, means coding, after designing coding, after the completion of the coding, then means after test we have to provide to the next phase, that is testing. Once the coding is completed, then the test engineers, here the test engineers will consider in this phase. Test engineer will start checking the functionality of an application. What they will do? They will check the functionality of an application. Suppose if you are opening any application, if you are doing login, that process should be done. All the functionality should working fine. So they will start checking, and the process will done by the test engineer. During this process, they will find, during this process means during this testing process, they will find some bugs. So if they find some bugs, they will report to the developers. In which phase? It is in the coding phase. They will report to the developers, where developers will fix and send back to the test engineers for retesting. So the testing is once the developers has sent to the test engineers, if they find any bugs, they will send back the code to the developers. So here they will do the testing process. After testing, if they find any bugs, they will return back to the developers. So again making the code changes, they will again send that code for retesting process. It is working according to the customer requirements. We can say like when the application becomes stable. So if you find any bug, they will forward to the developers. They will do the code modification and send to the retesting process, and this process will all continue. So next, after the application becomes stable, next phase is installation phase. In this phase, the stable application will be handed over to the customer. Means after the application is stable, then what is the next phase? Installation phase. So they will give that application to the customer. They will do the deployment, we can say as rollout or deployment, anything we can say. And the next last phase is maintenance. In the maintenance phase, since the what will do, since some customer may be new or some may be previously known candidate. So at that time, if the customer will be new, then the application, he may find some issues while using this application. So they will provide some under maintenance. Company will provide some maintenance to the customer. To how to use the application and all. Hope you have understood the topic SDLC. If you have any doubts, please comment down below in the comment section and I will help you out there. Thank you.